Be there now. Take a moment and allow yourself to integrate, connect with all of your senses. And as you do, tell me what you sense, see, or experience.
Mm. I'm a little, like a little boy, a little Lyran boy. Looks like a little boy. And I'm, I'm in the forest. Looking around. And there's just I can see these darker entities in the forest as well, walking around here. And my parents noticed that I'm quite gifted.
Mhm.
I'm very psychic as a little boy.
Mhm.
Um, there's this being who knows that I'm here, and he's come to meet my parents. And I recognize that this being is the guardian of the Lyrans. I know this being. And he's come to meet with my parents.
Mhm. What does this being look like?
And he comes into our house and he has this long white hair and he wears white robes. And he's very beautiful. He exudes this presence. And he's talking with my parents as I play with and levitate these rocks and sticks.
Is this guardian human looking?
He looks like an elf sort of being
Okay.
with long white hair.
And what do you look like?
Mm, like a little boy with scruffy black hair
Okay. Do
and big eyes. Yeah.
you look like human or
Yeah, like another elf being. Yeah.
okay, you look like an elf. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
So this being is talking to your parents and joking.
Hmm, the being is talking to my parents, speaking with my parents about my abilities and all of this sort of stuff, how my arrival is very important and he would like to teach me and to take me on board another part of the planet, and he would take good care of me as well. But he's just talking to my parents and saying like, look, you may not have the right equipment or not equipment, but know how to educate this one in the ways that he's very talented in. And I can see he has a lot of talent. And I'd like to take him as an apprentice one day, and we'll train him in that sort of a role. And my parents are saying, well, what do you feel about it? How do you feel? What do you feel? And I like this man. I like him. Yeah, he's very kind. And then he picks me up, and I look at him, and he puts some light into my hand, and my hand feels tingly. He's really cool. I like him. So I think I'm pretty happy with the situation, and my parents are they speak with each other, and he's left now, and they take me on a walk, and they're like, you can. And then they're telling me about the apprenticeship and how it might be really good. Like, we might wait until you're a little bit older. Then, you can be sent off to live with this man. And he's just saying, like he said before, that he has many different pupils. He has like a group of pupils. And then I would be learning very advanced magical skills with them. And I'm kind of excited because this is interesting stuff. I like doing. This makes me feel special.
Good. Very good. Now close that scene. Close that scene. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. And as I count backwards from 3 to 1, we're going to travel through a tunnel of time. Travel through time and space to another important day in this lifetime that we are viewing, that we need to see today. As I count backwards from 3 to 1, you will be there. 3. Traveling through time. 2. Almost there. And 1. Be there now. Allow the images to flow up from your soul as you orient yourself in this new place within this lifetime. And tell me what you see.
There's like a big waterfall. And I'm moving with the man now, the guardian. And he wants me to, this is part of the training, to stand under the waterfall, I guess, till we receive all of these insights. Let the water flow into our consciousness and awareness. And he's like very, very advanced, the guardian, in the ways that he teaches us how to connect with the higher realms. So this is a really good practice that he employs. Get his students to connect in with that. I see as I come like out of my body, see the grand plan of things, the spirals upon spirals upon spirals make up this existence. And I'm in there for quite some time, and the guardian's like, hold up, and he comes in and he pulls me out. And he's just like, don't stay in there for too long. You know it can be really, really wonderful, but you remember you have a physical body as well. And he just sort of pats me on the head. You've done like too good of a job in connecting. You need to remember you have a physical body. I was sitting in the waterfall getting cold naked. And we're all laughing at the side of the waterfall, and we're eating some fruits. Me and all of the other apprentices. And it's quite peaceful here in this forest, in this place, on this planet. The guardian is just letting us know the reason why I teach you all of these things is there come a time where you need to use all of these things. And it'll be very important for you going forward to use these things. Someday I'll teach you more, but today isn't the time. I really like the guardian. I really like him. I feel so much love from him. And the other apprentices as well. So peaceful, so wonderful. Now the guardian and I we chart the stars. He's like an astrologist. He does astrology, I think. Yeah. But he also knows all of the different sort of star maps. He has technology which shows him the star maps. And he makes predictions based on these. Based on these, various conjunctions and everything. So he teaches us some of this, some of the astrology. Viewing other planets and astral projection. This is kind of like a Lyran mystery school. And the guardian is the teacher. I really like the guardian.
Mm-hmm. Good, very good. Now close that scene, close that scene. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. And as I count backwards from 3 to 1, we're going to travel through a tunnel of time. Travel through time and space to another important day in this lifetime that we are viewing, that we need to see today. As I count backwards from 3 to 1, you will be there. 3. Traveling through time. 2. Almost there. And 1. Be there now. Allow the images to flow up from your soul as you orient yourself in this new place within this lifetime. Tell me what you see.
One of the other apprentices is hurt. He's really hurt. Got blood coming off of him. He's hurt from the bottom down. It's like he's lost his leg or something. Something's happened to him. And he's like crying and screaming, and the guardian is holding him and healing him. And he's just, the apprentice is really hurt. What happened to the apprentice? What happened to the other apprentice? I feel like something bad happened to the other apprentice. And that we're all trying to heal the other apprentice. And the guardians staying with the apprentice for a really long time. We found the apprentice in the woods. We found this other apprentice, and he had been attacked by something. And I don't know what it is. We just found him there, and he was missing a leg, and all this, his guts were coming out of him, and he was crying for help. We were like what's happened here? So we ran to him, and we picked up his body and brought it back to the guardian. And the guardian is healing him and wrapping all of this cold stuff around his leg and trying to stop the bleeding. And the guardian, we stay in the cottage for overnight to help the other apprentice. But I feel like the apprentice's body was too damaged. And so decides to pass away and leave the body. And the guardian cries for this one. And we're all holding hands and crying. And we're singing these songs. And it's really sad. And I'm getting a bit emotional thinking about it. And we've done our best to try and help this situation, but it was too much. And so we're going to have a gravestone now, and we bury the other apprentice in these beautiful cloths and fabrics. And we put it in a little hole in the ground. And we stacked some rocks where he was buried under the tree. It's not good at all. Because we're just like a family in here. We're like a family. And this was our family member. Not only part of our school, but we're like a family in here. And he's like telling us that there may be some things in the deep of this planet, in these darker parts of the woods, that you need to understand about. Maybe there's beings in this universe that you need to understand about, which prey on our kind. And I'm going to tell you about them so you can understand what happened to him. And so, tearfully, the guardian begins to teach us about the darkness and about the dark magic and the dark ones that exist upon this realm. It's like, I know you're only young, so you're very pure and innocent. You're just students, but I feel like it is time for you to know about these things, about the chaos that exists within the universe, and of the darkness of the dark ones. And he takes us to this place, like we're holding hands in the circle, and he's showing us these places of absolute darkness. And we recoil back from it as we're traveling there spiritually. Astral traveling, he shows us. These places on these lower realms, it's filled with such hatred and malice. And he's explaining to us, these are the lower realms of the universe. I'd hoped that you'd be a little bit older before I told you, but because there's creatures lurking around on our planet. It's clearly targeting this school and targeting us. I wanted you to know about all of this. Then he goes forward and shows us the stories, grand stories of everything, or the happening of the universe, and how the universe was created, and how the angelic beings created the universe and helped to create it, and all of this. And we learn a lot in a very short time. And I'm seeing that this kind of conflict sort of brought us together, and like I have relationships with the other apprentices. is quite unusual because, I'm pretty sure all of us are men. But anyway, I guess it just happens that way. That's just what I'm seeing anyway. And we learn various forms of light work and light combat and light enchantments and various forms of light magic. So I can see that those dark beings that I saw when I was a child was to prepare me for all of this, knowing. And I could see that when I was a child, I used to use light magic as well, but I didn't know what it was. I just threw light forms at the dark beings as I was in the forest as a child. Didn't know what I was instinctively doing. But I suppose the guardian knew. He knew, and that's why he came to me. And he places his hands on my head, and there's just so much light coming through the crown of my head now. And he just tells me that he loves me.
Good, good, very good. Now close that scene, close that scene. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. And as I count backwards from 3 to 1, we're going to travel through a tunnel of time. Travel through time and space to another important day in this lifetime that we are viewing, that we need to see today. As I count backwards from 3 to 1, you will be there. 3. Traveling through time. 2. Almost there. And 1. Be there now. Allow the images to flow up from your soul as you orient yourself in this new place within this lifetime. And tell me what you see.
We came out of our stone cottage one day because we sensed that there was something, this big sort of ship in the sky that went over our house, and we're quite secluded in the woods here. This is heading for the population centers, and the guardians come out, and he's just like, he's got chills. I've never seen him like this before. This big ship that came over. I've never seen the guardian like this before. And he's just looking at me. And he's looking at all of the other students. And he's saying, we need to pack up our stuff now. We need to pack up our things. And we need to leave. And I asked the guardian, I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? And he's taking me aside. And he just puts his hand on my face very lovingly. And he's telling me, he's letting me know they're going to invade this planet. They've come again. And he's telling me how they do this to so many planets, and he's telling me, he's transferring to me psychically the history of this. And to the other ones, the other apprentices, they're aware of it too. They've become aware as they join me in the room to listen to the Guardian. So we pack our backpacks and we make our way deep into the forest beyond the waterfall. And we pitch tents. We pitch our tents and we keep moving. We keep moving through the forest. He's just, saying we need to be constantly moving. This is very important. Don't leave any trace. And I can see how me and the Guardian and the apprentices, we're always going through the woods. And we're on these animals as well. We're on these kind of spindly, alien-looking animals with the long sort of, they look like a whippet crossed with a mouse. And they're all black. And we ride these animals. Kind of funny, like a whippet with mouse-like ears. And we're riding these animals, pitching our tents. And sometimes I hop off of my animal and allow it to walk and just walk beside of it while it carries things. And this goes on for a really long time, I feel. Us just traveling around and pitching tents. Living in the woods, basically. We've become like nomads.
Good, very good. Now close that scene. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. And as I count backwards from 3 to 1, we are going to travel through a tunnel of time. Travel through time and space to another important day in this lifetime that we are viewing, that we need to see today. As I count backwards from 3 to 1, you will be there. 3, traveling through time, almost there. 2, almost there. And 1, be there now. Allow the images to flow up from your soul as you orient yourself in this new place within this lifetime, and tell me what you see.
We were going through the woods, just as we do, traveling, and we came across some beings in the woods that I've never seen before. Reptilian beings. And they came out and they're trying to attack us with sharp weapons. And the Guardian comes out and he's just like, no, no, no. And it's like, they're trying to attack the apprentices. We were camping here and we just ran into them. and the Guardian is fighting them with light magic. I feel like one of them, knocked me to the ground and then hurt my arm. And the Guardian's just, wrestling this reptilian off of me. And the Guardian grabs this long staff that he has, and then he just starts stabbing this reptilian. And then blasts the other one with light and goes over and starts stabbing it with his long staff. His staff is sharpened on the end so it can be used as a weapon. Now the Guardian and the other apprentices have killed the other reptilians, and then they're just sitting they're just dead. And some of us have gotten hurt, including me, my arm, my upper arm, but cut, it feels like it's hurt. This has upset the Guardian because he loves me very much. He loves me especially. And he's upset that I've been hurt. So he's taking me into he holds me and takes me into the stream and washes me. I feel like the cut is quite deep. He just he's bandaging it up and putting lots of light magic into it, and then he just holds me. And the Guardian loves me very much. Doesn't want anything bad to happen to me. The Guardian's very caring for me. So I spend some days and nights with the Guardian, and he has a tent and he takes watch. The others take watch because I got quite hurt compared to the others. And the Guardian doesn't he doesn't lose sight of me. I just feel this is real love. It's just kind of strange, but the Guardian and I have a relationship as well. That's kind of strange because, we're both men as well. Unusual circumstances, but it's just real love. He's just protecting me. And my arm is just getting better just because of all of the Guardian and his love. The Guardians just sent me lots of love. And then it's just I had this big cut in my arm, and it's healed me. Just so grateful how much love that he could give to me to make it to heal my arm completely.
Good.
I'm pretty sure our planet's been invaded, but we're just continuing in this situation where we travel from place to place. But
Good, very good. Now close that scene. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. And as I count backwards from 3 to 1, we're going to travel through a tunnel of time. Travel through time and space to another important day in this lifetime that we are viewing, that we need to see today. As I count backwards from 3 to 1, you will be there. 3. Traveling through time. 2. Almost there. And 1. Be there now. Allow the images to flow up from your soul as you orient yourself in this new place within this lifetime, and tell me what you see.
We're in a we're more settled in a cottage now. We've built another cottage. There's been 2 other apprentices that have died. You can see that there was another altercation with reptilian beings that we ran into. And these 2 other apprentices had died. So we placed rocks on where they passed away and buried them. And I'm sad because one of them I was really, really close to. But the Guardian's still here. The Guardian's here. I feel like we're older now. It's me and the Guardian, and there's like one other guy. And we started out with quite a few, but we lost three out of our group. And one didn't want to travel anymore, so he went on his way to somewhere else. We haven't seen him since, but I feel it's more peaceful now because I feel that there's been like an intervention on this planet. There's been an intervention, and the negative extraterrestrial force has been removed. There was a big battle in space, and we saw that, they didn't come back after that. They didn't come back to our planet. There's someone who had been protected our planet. There's bigger population centers, elsewhere on our planet, but I feel like, we were sticking very, very rural, and we were going into the forest as a means to survive. But now we've settled now. We feel that it's safe. So we've made another cottage out of stones. And I just see that we have a very happy life in the cottage now. Just the Guardian and I and the other guy. Just a very peaceful life. It's very peaceful and happy now. It's kind of bittersweet because we lost some along the way. But it's good now. It's peaceful now. For the time being, yeah, it's peaceful. Feels good. We're older now.
Good. Very good. Now close this scene. Close this scene. In a moment, we're going to move to the last day in the lifetime that we are viewing. You will not feel any physical sensations at all. This is very important. You will not feel any physical sensations at all. You can move out of the body and watch the rest of the lifetime as if it were happening to somebody else. Almost as if it were a movie. You will feel no physical sensations whatsoever. As I count backwards from 3 to 1, you will be there. 3, traveling there now. 2, almost there. And 1, be there now. You will feel no physical sensations, and you can view it as if it is someone else. Tell me what you see.
I had buried the guardian. He had passed away. He was just old. Just decided to come out of his body one day. And I buried what was left, some hair and whatnot. I feel like he dissolved into light. And there was only some, like little pieces of him left behind. And I was there when the guardian passed away. But I was lost for a while without him. Without him being there. I just felt lost. Even though I could see him, but I decided to join him. And so I decided to pass away, and the other apprentice, he's just sitting there with me. I've decided to pass away so that I could be with the guardian. And so I just decided to leave the body. And the body is turned into light. And I was quite old, and the guardian was really, really old when he passed away. But then I can see the guardian, and he was waiting for me. Yeah. He was just there all along. And I'm just going to go back into the light with the guardian. He's going to take me there. Yeah. And so I go back to the light with the guardian.
Tell me more about what you feel the lesson was in that lifetime we have just viewed.
It was just all about love, true love. I felt like I needed to experience what that felt like again. After lifetimes that I'm seeing being a Lyran and having difficult things happen. Sometimes, like there was just a forgetting of what love really is. So I decided to share that with the Guardian. He's part of my soul family, very close to me.
Mm-hmm. Do you get a sense as to what the Guardian's name was?
It's kind of difficult to say it or to
Okay.
from a light language. Don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I'm just trying to tune into the frequency of his name. It's like, just telling me it's Ascension. Ascension. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. The Guardian's just been with me for this whole session, I feel like. He's the Guardian of the Lyrans because he decided to set the project to create them when he was an angelic being in the first place, in the first instance. He is the creator of the Lyrans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he incarnated many times. Many times. As a Lyran being.
Mm-hmm.
And incarnated with me as well. Yeah.
Do you want to ask the Guardian if he wishes to speak with you, with us now? If he has any messages?
Yeah. He's just like, telling me he loves me. And just to keep glowing outwards from around your heart. I wish to show you what love really was. How it's the strongest thing that there is. There was so much love that we had that there was an intervention made to the planet. The planet was saved by beings that wished to preserve that love the beings on that planet had for each other. Preserve what is good, what is beautiful. And he's just saying that love can move mountains. It can do anything. Saying that you know what it can do. So step aside any of your grievances and let that love come through. Let it shine outwards. For yourself, for others, for everything. There is infinite love available to you. Align with love, and everything will step into place. Planets will be saved from the brink of destruction. And he's just saying, like, whispering, this is the secret. This is the secret. This is the secret that they don't want you to know. But this secret will transform everything. It will transform this universe with one thought. One thought. That's all it takes. One thought of divine love that goes throughout your body and radiates out into the cosmos. The connection is there. And the force within everything responds. It's intelligent. Like, he's showing me the mycelial network of fungi. How they're all connected to the trees and connected to each other. And he's like, it's like this. Connection with everything. And you send out that love, and it gets felt through the web, felt through the cosmic web, reverberates around the mycelial network of the cosmos. Life is beautiful. The entire universe is like a forest. And now he leaves me to go on my way. He's still there with me, but this is he just says, have faith. And that is his message.
Very good. Thank you, Guardian, for your message. Thank you very much. Now we are going to leave that part of ourselves that we were speaking with there to continue on with their journey. We are going to leave them there. They will continue on with their journey. They will find what they need to find. I'd like to ask for all of the consciousness of this one on the bed to reintegrate back into the body. And now I would like to ask to speak with this one's higher self, please. May I speak with this one's higher self?
Yes, I am here.
Thank you. May I ask questions?
Yes, that is fine.
Thank you so much. That was a very interesting lifetime that you showed her. Very epic. What was the purpose of you showing that lifetime to her?
To show her love. The Guardian has much love for her. And he wanted to let her see that. She wanted to see it. She has been healing herself in terms of love. The Guardian is part of my soul family.
Can you elaborate more about the connection or the relationship between that life in Lyra and the present life that she's living?
The guardian is always there for her. Always, always there. He has been watching her and with what she has been doing in regards to bringing out information about the Lyrans as well.
Okay.
She works together with the guardian to bring this information out. He very much is close to her. She is close to him. It's very, very close to me on the soul level.
Is the guardian one of her guides in this lifetime?
He comes from time to time during the different stages of her life, but it is like he has a higher role in relationship to this. He is like one of her soulmates as well. So this is a closer connection to that of a guide. The guardian will always be there for her. Does not necessarily need to be a guide. It does not. It is just, he just serves out of love.
Okay. Is the one on the bed originally from Lyra?
She is originally an Elohim being.
Okay.
Yes, some of the first incarnations she took in this universe, she was Lyran.
Okay. Can you explain what the Elohim is?
We are a collective of creator beings existing at the multiversal level. The Guardian is one of these as well. We have been together for universes upon universes. That is why the bond is so deep. The Guardian and I. We have been together for what seems like eternity. Creating and creating. In some universes, I did the human project. In this universe, he decided to do the human project. And I helped him.
What is the human project?
In each universe that we design and create, we decide to seed humanoid beings, this template in each universe. And in this universe, the Guardian was the one who decided to seed the template, decided to start the orchestration of the divine human template within this universe. And so it was, and the Guardian spoke. The words shifted out into existence. And through his will, the project was created. And the instructions went out. And we began to shift and change the small lemur beings on the Lyran planets and turn them into humanoids with these pointed ears.
So the Elohim creates human beings or other creatures in universes when they come into being?
Yes, there are Elohim and angels and even other beings that assist with this.
Okay.
It is a co-creation of angelic beings at the very beginnings that start all of this. With much love, the universe is seeded with life, from the higher realms to the lower realms.
So she is one of the creators of humans in this universe?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
she is one of the creators of humans, and the Guardian is what you would call like the grand creator of humans in this universe. He is the one who puts this into motion. We create through source energy in our hearts.
So she created the humans, and now she's become one in this lifetime.
Yes,
Interesting.
this was always the plan.
Yep.
Yes.
She is writing a book about Lyra. Is there anything you can tell her? Anything that she can put in the book at this time to help her with the content?
She can have 2 books on Lyra. That is okay. That's fine. There is much information that needs to come out about Lyra. So 2 books is necessary. Listen to your heart.
Okay. I know time is relative to dimension, but in human years, how long ago did the reptilians attack Lyra?
This was billions of years ago.
Okay. And
it was very, very, very long ago that they began to chase these ones, and yes.
These ones being humans?
Yes, being the Lyran humans that had the pointed ears to begin with, later became what we know of as Pleiadians, humans, Syrians, all of these different types of humans.
Okay, so humans are originally from Lyra?
Yes,
Okay.
the DNA component is from that.
And when the reptilians attacked Lyra, what happened to those humans with pointed ears?
They were massacred.
Okay.
They were genocided, and they had to gather all of the beings that were left and travel in spaceships to other worlds, to other colonies where they had set up. Some of them had set up beforehand on other colonies and worlds, but now they needed to make their way away from the home planet, and it was very, very sad, leaving behind the place that they called home, the place that they came from in the beginning.
Who was the civilization that came later and saved the planet from the reptilians?
Yeah, unfortunately, this planet was dead. It was killed.
Okay.
But the Lyrans, they made new colonies elsewhere.
Okay.
In the universe. Yes,
Okay.
they spread around to various different planets.
Okay. Is there anyone in the lifetime that you showed her that is presently in this lifetime with her?
I'm just seeing that one of the apprentices was her friend, but he does not have, he is blocked in terms of memories, so he will not realize this.
Does she know him?
Yes, she knows him.
Is it appropriate to ask who the friend is, or no?
She knows who he is, and she will tell him.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the apprentices. Unfortunately, he was one of the ones that were killed by the reptilians that they had to bury under the tree.
Why did the reptilian...
That's why he dislikes them so much. He has been killed by them time and time again.
Why did the reptilians attack Lyra?
They attacked many planets, many Lyran planets. They received instructions from a higher source to do with chasing the humans, targeting the humans. The reptilians received instructions from the Draco. And the Draco received instructions from the AI technology. And the AI technology is linked in with the Nephilim consciousness.
And why does the AI technology wants to attack humans or harm them?
This is something that I have placed a block on her ability to see closely into this, because it is very sensitive information as to why they have targeted the humans in particular. Let's just say that there are timelines in the future. It's to do with future timelines where humans, they become very different and filled with so much light that it creates such a ripple effect. They are very special and very loved. And there were timelines that were foreseen where humans would evolve, well, into being very, very advanced and beautiful, something divine. And they did not want this to occur.
I see.
But it's already in motion. It's already in motion. All of the humans across this universe. It's already in motion.
Okay. Are you referring to the shift in the human consciousness from lower dimensions to higher dimensions?
Yes, that's part of it.
Okay.
What's happening now is part of it.
Okay. What is the other part, if you're at liberty to discuss?
This is many years into the future. So it is not concrete, but we protect the highest timelines. So let's just say humans and become more like creator beings. That's all I can say.
Okay. Thank you for that information. So there are humans in other planets?
Yes, in other universes.
Other humans in other planets in this galaxy?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You would call Pleiadians humanoids as well. I'm talking
Oh,
about humanoid beings.
okay. Got it.
Pleiadians, Syrians, all of these different beings, humanoid beings. The Arcturians were seeded to be a helper race. They are helpers. They are assisting all of this at the higher levels as well. This is all a grand orchestration.
I am told that I am an Arcturian.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So can I ask that you and the team who's here to scan her body once again and let us know if there are any entities, negative energies that we missed the first time?
No, it's fine. She just needs to integrate these healings.
Okay.
She needs to take a break to integrate all of that she has processed. That is all. I'm going to just send healing and ask a team to assist her with these integrations.
So she should take a break from doing these sessions?
No, just take a just to ground yourself and then to maybe have a nap as well.
Okay.
And then just take it easy on oneself. Take a bath, take a nap.
Okay. For the
drink water.
Next few days, you mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Could you please check if there are any cloaked entities in her?
No, not at this time. We peel them off as we see fit with each layer.
Okay. Is there any DNA upgrades that you can do for her that she can benefit from now?
She is receiving so many at this time, so I'll just open this up for her.
Okay, thank you.
To be able to do so. No more new ones because she is needing to integrate a lot.
Okay. Are there any energetic parasites attached to her or inside her?
No.
Are there any black or toxic cords or hooks coming into or out of her?
No. None of this.
Okay. Are there any thought forms that we can transmute?
No, not at this time. I'm just going to alleviate some pressure on the head from all of the new energy coming in.
Okay, wonderful. Does she have any implants that are not in her best and highest interest?
These have been removed at this time.
How about AI or AI cords?
Yeah, this has been removed as well.
Any portal?
I've asked Archangel Michael to do it.
Okay. Any portals in her or in her house?
There are some in the sister's room and some in the mother's room. I'm just going to shut those now.
Thank you so much. Does she have any soul fragments that we can bring back and reintegrate into her at this time?
She is very much integrated all of these in. This is the thing. This is why she is feeling so full of light at the moment and pressure.
Are there any stagnant energies or dark energies in her as a result of traumas, past traumas, this life or other lives?
No, I'm just releasing some energy from the body.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Are there any curses, black magic, witchcraft, hexes that we can remove?
No, they would not be wise to do this to her.
Why is that?
Yes, well, she is just very protected, let's just say.
Okay.
They will get snatched.
Don't mess with the Lyran queen. Are there any ancestral energies or cords that she can benefit from removing today?
There is just some ancestral trauma related to weight gain, so I am just going to release this for her through that line. Need to protect oneself.
Yes. Are there any karmas that we could help balance today?
Not particularly. The guardian just wanted to give his love.
Okay. Did she do the vaccine?
No.
Okay.
She would not do this.
Okay.
She is too much of a contrarian for that type of thing.
Yep, she knows better. Is there any other healing that we can do at this time for her?
Just clearing channels out of the feet, and then that is fine. It's all good. You can go into the questions.
How about the allergies that she has? Are those from past lives? Allergies to cats and mold?
Yes, the cats one is. The mold one is just because of the environment around Earth is kind of toxic.
Does she need to have that allergy to cats, or can we eliminate that?
She will release this in a past life that she will explore why she has that allergy to cats.
If we explain that to her and she understands it, would you be able to release that today?
No, she will explore it. She will explore it in the future. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
She likes to explore these things.
Okay. She experienced quite a few traumas in her brief stay in Japan. Why did she have to experience the rape, for example, the sexual assault?
It was part of the catalyst for greater awakenings, and she had karma with these beings that is now resolved. She killed them in her past life. Yes.
Oh, so this was like a payback, kind of?
Well, she did the wrong thing at the time. She could have used her power in different ways. They went to rape her again in that past life, and she could have done things differently, but she chased after them and then cut them up.
Okay. So that karma has been balanced now?
Yes, it's been balanced, and she will not deal with this anymore.
So given that karma has been balanced, can we eliminate her fear of panic attacks and sex in this life?
Yes, I am removing this for her now. She has done a lot of work on this.
Okay, thank you so much. Can that be healed completely today?
This is something that she will need to not explore, but there are parts of it that she needs to realize within herself. Okay. But most of it is gone. But this is like one of the challenges of her particular lifetime, let's just say.
What can you do to enable her to have a normal relationship with men like every other woman? What can you do to help her?
Well, as she has seen today in that lifetime, it does not matter whether she is male or female. Love is love. So.
Okay.
if one focuses on this, then one understands it, because in that particular lifetime, why it was important to show her that was because she was a male and she was in love with the guardian, who is also a male. So it is a different perspective that needed to be viewed at this time in order to know that what love is, that goes beyond just the roles that we play.
Okay. What was the reason for the attempted abduction in Japan?
No, this was no good, but she also received lots of protection from her team into protecting her against this. So this was like an emergency that needed to be intervened. And then they stopped it. And then she can now view this as part of her awakening, because she knows that something unusual happened as a part of that she was saved by a higher force.
So what do you want her to learn from this or understand?
That her help is real. Her helpers are real.
Okay.
All of that is real. And you have seen it in action. And it had saved your life.
So she needs to know that she has help at all times.
Yes, all times.
All time.
They always there.
And how will this help her in this life, knowing that help is there?
Well, she's beginning to see it all around her now in the room.
Okay.
All of her helpers. Yes.
Okay.
And their love for her. That is the most important thing. Then taking that love and then radiating it outwards.
Okay. Is QHHT or SCHH the right appropriate career path for her?
Yes, she will do many other things as well.
Okay.
But this is part of it. This is part of it. This is part of getting the information out.
Okay. So going into fashion is not really a right career choice for her.
She liked to express herself with the clothes, and she liked to be creative. So she should continue to be creative, but it is not the career path that is necessary for her in this lifetime.
Okay. And why does she have a fear of spiders, like a phobia?
Yes. The Dark Ones used spiders as weapons. Many beings can remember this, and this is why they have spider phobias. They use spider-like robots and spider-like beings working for them as weapons of terror. And they would release these spider beings that were slaves to the Draco Reptilian Empire, release them upon populations, and the populations would be screaming, and this was a weapon of war and terror that they used to use against peoples on various planets.
So she experienced this invasion or attack by spiders in a different lifetime?
Yes, but we will not go into this at this time.
Okay. I was wondering if you can eliminate this fear of spiders.
It is very ingrained into humanity, let's just say. There are entities that look like spiders as well. But I will help to alleviate some of this, because a lot of the fear component is unnecessary.
Yes, maybe you can remove those fear energies from her body. And maybe you can rewire her brain.
Yes, she usually just kills them as quickly as she possibly can. So this is
Okay.
part of that reaction.
Is that a good thing to kill them?
They don't have very much consciousness in their body, but it would probably be best to just let them freeze somewhere where they wouldn't bother her.
Okay. Okay. So going to are her chakras working and aligned, working perfectly?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
How are her energetic bodies, emotional, etheric, and so forth? Any healing that can be done there?
Hmm. She is just a little bit tense, so I'm just releasing some of that for her
Okay,
from the
thank you.
memories coming through.
Thank you. Can we continue while you do that?
Yes, yes, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. So going to her questions, she has 8 questions. Is there one that you would like to address first?
Not in any particular order, no.
Okay. Okay, we'll go sequentially. Identity, root, quantum cause, fear of men in relationships. Explore and heal this. Identify root quantum cause of PTSD from sleeping in a bed with a man.
She will be going deeper into this, especially to do with, I'm just showing her now another part of where this comes from, this relationship that she had in the previous session that was explored. There was and this one is coming out for YouTube as well.
Okay.
And she explored a relationship with a controlling Lyran man, and he used to think that her body was his, and just violate her in the bed as he wished. And so she released a lot of that when she went through that lifetime the other day, and also released a lot of that to do with the Pleiadian lifetime. The Pleiadian women, they were constantly getting raped by these darker extraterrestrial beings. There were various extraterrestrial beings that did this. So they were not safe. They were not safe. They felt very vulnerable. And that at night they could not get a nice sleep. They could not get a nice sleep. There was no break from the horrors. There was just continual men wanting to pester them and wake them up for various untoward things, let's just say. So it was very unfortunate what had occurred, but she is exploring this, and this is healing her soul on the multi-dimensional level.
Are those negative energies or memories stored in her body today?
They had to become activated after the Japan experience.
Okay.
When she was living in Japan, and those men did those things to her.
Can we transmute those energies from her body now? Remove them?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
I can start to do this and then continue on with this as we go on.
Yes, thank you so much. Next question, what am I healing and transmuting in regards to the fallen angels and my soul family, and to clear out any remaining grief from those times?
Yes, this is she cannot clear and transmute this in just one simple session. She is part of a collective of angelic beings that have had fallen ones, that they have, well, not fallen ones. This is the wrong term. They are angels that choose a different path, and that path is sometimes the path of darkness. And through that trauma and through these ones turning on her and becoming, once was very, very loving and very close relationships with these angelic beings, turning to something that was very sad and very, very traumatic for her, from these beings becoming loving beings to ones that hated her. That hatred, it hurt. It hurt my heart. It hurt. It saddened me, as it saddens all of the angelic beings on my level. So this is what we are healing as a collective on the angelic levels of existence. The sadness about this. But this is this is very big. And she will go into more of this, which is why she is getting protection from the being, the angelic power that stands at the foot of her bed. They do not want information about the angelic beings that have chosen a dark path. They do not want that information to come out. This is why there is all of this sort of information that is seeded in the New Age community around there is no such thing as these types of beings. There's no such thing as Nephilim. There's no such thing as fallen angels. There's no such thing as these beings that choose this darker path. But it's because this is Source. It's giving us free will. We are able to choose that to begin with. So actually it goes against universal law for that not to exist. It always exists. It always has existed. It's just that people do not wish to know, and the darkness wishes to hide within that ignorance. And that ignorance is part of a larger problem, which I will not go into at this time.
Is that energy of sadness stored in her body now that we can eliminate or remove?
Yes, I can alleviate some of this.
Thank you.
Some of this sadness for her. These were members of her soul family that she saw that were fallen angels or Nephilim beings. And there is still so much love for these beings, regardless of what they have chosen. I still love them very, very much. And I will still send them love regardless of what they have chosen.
Thank you for doing this. Is the story of Lucifer being an angel who chose the darkness a true story, or is it just folklore?
Parts of it are true. Parts of it are false.
Okay.
There are truths hidden within the false. Let's just say that. But this being was very close to me on a soul family level, very close also to the guardian of the Lyrans, which is why Lucifer targeted the Lyrans to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There is past history.
Okay. Next question.